Hi everyone, thanks for tuning in. This session we're going to cover page layouts in Optima, which is another very powerful feature to help you maintain and organize your analysis. So what I'm going to do is just open up a standard chart, put on some tools and indicators. So let's put on volume and moving average of volume. I've got all those buttons in my custom toolbar, so I can just click on them and easily apply them to the chart. And let's put on a Bollinger Band as well. So what I can do is now save this as a page layout and have all my charts open that way. Now it's separate or different from a chart layout in the respect that it's the tools and the analysis is not saved to the ticker symbol. So it's more of a sort of a template, if you like, of your favorite tools, settings, time frames, chart colors, things like that. So, so to save this as a page layout, we click on that icon in the top right corner. When we click on it, we can give it a name, and I'm just going to call this daily, then hit save. So now what that means is if I bring up the security selection window, I'm going to open up multiple codes just as an example. So let's do CBA, ANZ, and BHP. So they've been listed on the right hand side there. Now I can go to open list as, open using page layout, and there's my daily layout. So now those three tabs have been opened with those tools and indicators. Now where page layouts are particularly useful is where you have tiled charts. So what I can do is I'm going to right click on this chart, go to the running man and clone it, and that's going to place one sort of floating over the top of the original. So I'm going to click and drag in that header, and where the blue shaded area is, that's what's going to fill up the screen. So I'm going to put that on the right hand side and just let go of my mouse. So now those two charts are identical, but I'm going to change the one on the right to weekly. So I'm going to zoom in a bit there. So I've got the same tools. I can change them if I like. I can change, instead of a bar chart, let's make that one candlestick. And instead of volume, I'm going to put on an RSI. So now I can save this as a new page layout. So again, click on that icon, and I'm going to call this daily weekly. Oops. And then hit the save button again. And again, it's the same process. So I can do that with a symbol list as well. So if I go to my symbol list tab from the security selection window, let's do the spider sectors, open list as, open using page layout, and there's my daily, weekly, and that's added tabs across the top in the workbook with those two tiled charts together. Now we can combine chart layouts with page layouts. So if you haven't seen the chart layout video yet, I highly recommend you go back and review that. But we can change these charts from no layout to the daily one on the left and the weekly layout on the right. Now because I've made those changes, I'm going to go back into the chart layout icon, page layout icon on the right of the screen, but I want to overwrite the one we already had. So daily, weekly, and then I'm going to hit save, and I'm going to get prompted, do I want to overwrite the existing page layout called daily, weekly? Yes, I do. So now when I apply this page layout to some charts, they will now be using the daily chart layout and the weekly chart layout on the when they are opened. Another particular benefit of using page layouts is the ability to include watch lists. So I'm going to open up a new watch list. So file, new, watch list, and I'm going to click in the actual watch list there, and I can type some symbols, or I can open up the main selection window by clicking those 4 arrows. So let's expand the ASX, S&P, top 50. I'm going to open them in the watch list there, and I'm going to open up some charts and put on some tools. So let's put on a relative index comparison together with a moving average of that, and let's also put on some Bollinger Bands around the daily chart. And I'm going to right click on Bollinger Bands and change that to a 20 period. Now I'm going to grab the right hand side of that chart and just drag it to the left, make a bit of space on the right hand side here. I'm going to double click in there, and I'm going to type the symbol AGL, and that's going to fill that space. But I'm going to change this from a candlestick to a let's make it a Gann swing chart on a weekly basis. And I'm going to zoom in there. So this is a great way of, if you've not seen Gann swing charts before, look for those videos and how they can be used in your analysis. I'm just going to drag that up to the bottom, up from the bottom there, about halfway, and then I can make another chart in the bottom right corner, and I can make this one monthly. I'm going to make that a line chart and zoom in, and I'm going to put a moving average on the monthly line chart. So I'm going to right click in the bottom right chart there, select moving average from my right click menu, and then change it. I'm just going to change it to 12. So that's kind of like an annual moving average on the monthly chart. And as I scroll down the watch list, or arrow down with my keyboard, all those charts get updated as we go. And again, we can save this as another page layout. So click the page layout icon. I'm just going to call this WL1 and hit save. And now we can open up a watch list that includes, or a page layout that includes a watch list. So as an example, I'm going to do CBA, and I'm going to open as, now that's highlighted in blue because it's matched the, it will search by ticker symbol first, so that's the one I want under ASX shares, and I'm going to open using page layout, and there's W1. So that's going to include the watch list with that ticker symbol on the left hand side, along with the daily, weekly and monthly chart. Now when we click on the page layout icon, you'll see the 3 layouts that we've already created: the daily, weekly and the WL1. Now you'll notice the icons are different. It's important to notice that the WL1, because it includes a watch list, it has a different icon from just when charts are involved. So that's why they're different. So you can easily see which ones include a watch list and which ones don't. So that covers page layouts. As always, let us know if you have any questions. Thanks very much.